कि you know that cycling is good for the health, but not just good for the physical health, it's also very good for मन की health के लिए and also for आध्यात्मिक health. अगर आप एकांत में साइकिल करेंगे, आप देखोगे कि एक लॉ बन जाती है and you can meditate. That is why I am cycling all alone. There is a reason for cycling all alone which I have told you. So when I tell cycling groups that sure you all can cycle in a group but don't talk too much, नहीं तो उसका जो effect है एक physically रह जाएगा and the other parts won't come into you. The second thing, of course, together with this, of course, environment के लिए अच्छा होता है. हमारा देश के पेट्रोल बिल भी थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा अगर आप सब लोग साइकिल करेंगे. The second objective is that to propagate this movement called SPIC-MACAY. SPIC-MACAY is Society for the Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture amongst Youth. हमने ये 45 साल पहले IIT दिल्ली में इसकी शुरुआत करी थी. क्यों करी थी वो मैं भी बताऊंगा, पर उससे पहले ये कहूँगा कि ये एक स्वयंसेवी आंदोलन है. It's a voluntary movement in which we have only one paid employee, that's an accountant, full-time paid employee. All the rest are like giving their time tan man dhan, like Suman Dunga here. She's a fantastic person. She has given so much of her time, money, energy. She's come all the way from Delhi on her own, helping with this, and then she'll go back. So we are looking for lambi race ke ghode ghodiyan like her, who will contribute to take this movement, wonderful movement, to schools and colleges all over the country. अभी तक हम केवल in 1 year doing about, before COVID, about 5,000 events. Who did these? Students like you, guided by faculty like these. This is 1 year's activity, huh? Don't clap. Clap mat karo. I request, during my whole session, I request don't clap. This is a prayer for me, promise. Okay? So in a prayer, no one claps. Take it like a prayer. Alright? So what I'm not trying to show off, I'm just trying to tell you that this is the extent of the activity today. But you know, this is a drop in the ocean. You know how many institutions there in our country? 20 lakh institutions. So 5,000 क्या है? कुछ नहीं है. That is where we require your support. It's a movement which you can take all over the country and abroad. We are operating in some of the topmost colleges abroad, like Stanford University, Columbia University, Cornell University. We are doing programs there and they've got very nice SPIC-MACAY groups. So मैं ये request कर रहा हूँ आप सब से that please give a little bit of your time to this movement. That is my primary objective in coming to you here today. I am requesting also the staff members, and I'll tell you why it's important. The third objective is, as she very nicely pointed out, the two girls who came here, she said it's to remind people a little bit about Mahatma Gandhi. We are forgetting Mahatma Gandhi a little. See, he talked of high thinking and simple living. तो हम क्या कोशिश, and he also talked about the oneness of all of us, the beautiful composite heritage that we have. तो मैंने इसलिए एक साइकिल ली है जिसमें अभी जैसे बताया उसने, कोई गियर वियर नहीं है, कोई शॉकर नहीं है, कोई डिस्क ब्रेक नहीं है. The total cost of that cycle was 7,000 rupees. Plus little more, वो जो बास्केट डालने के लिए 500 और. So 7,500 में the whole cycle was there. And this cycle has already taken me from Rajghat through Rajasthan to Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad, and that back from Sabarmati Ashram through Madhya Pradesh back to Rajghat, about 2,500 kilometers on. And now I decided to go from Srinagar, which I started on 15th of August, and go down to Kanyakumari. Now why am I doing this? You know क्या है, आजकल अगर हम हेरिटेज के बारे में बात करेंगे जैसे ओ यार ये तो बोरिंग है, so first of all, the first thing that attracts people to come to me, 73-year-old man देखे तो सही कौन है, तो उसके से from that I am able to tell them what my real objective is in this cycling. I am able to draw them from the outward to the inward. Why is this important? Now I'll relate my own little story, because I was also an engineering student like you. मैं IIT खड़गपुर में पढ़ता था, and I was also like you. I liked people like at that time was different, but like Badshah, like Arjit Singh, like Gurdas Singh Maan. I also enjoyed that, and I used to sing with a guitar in IIT. But there was one very far-sighted staff member. I remember my physics professor, I remember my maths professor, very, very good professors. But you know whom I remember the most? I remember this staff member who never taught me directly, but did something for me which I can never forget. What he used to do is, every year he used to organize, I'll tell you again, going back to the main line of the story. When I have is a hidden layer. We have an input, we have output. Input layer, output layer, and there are a number of hidden layers. So we know what's happening in the input, we know what's happening in the output, but we don't have any idea what's happening in the hidden layers. बिल्कुल वैसे हुआ. I walked into the hall, walked out of the hall 1 inch above the ground, and didn't know why it happened. तो वहीं हमने क्या किया? Any great artist used to go through New York, used to catch hold of him and tell them to perform for the students at Columbia University, where I was doing my PhD. ऐसे उसके बाद जब मैंने खत्म किया, then I had the good opportunity of joining as a research scientist in Bell Laboratories. And at that time, 7 Nobel laureates. तो हमने कहा एक लेबोरेटरी में 7 नोबेल